This presentation will show you what I do. It will give you the opportunity to see many examples of my work. It will also show off my Captivate skills. My first technical writing assignment was a user guide for McGraw-Hill Book Company, the world's largest textbook publisher. This user guide was for Design Estimator, a software application for architects. Wall Street firms spare no expense developing investment and trading software. For this assignment at Marine Midland Bank, I wrote the user guide for an investment analysis system named Trend Finder. I wrote these user guides for the spreadsheet, database, graphing, and word processing programs. The company marketed these applications to high schools nationwide. It's a familiar routine by now. You insert the setup CD to install a new application on your PC. Whether you're installing Photoshop, TurboTax, Quicken, or iPod, or any one of hundreds of other applications, the same graphic appears on screen. It's kind of like a thermometer slowly filling. It tells you how many of your files have copied from the setup CD to your hard drive. You're watching Install Shield. It's the 6th most frequently used program in the world. I wrote the original user guide for Install Shield. About 1996, I wrote the user guide for Demo Shield, a multimedia authoring tool functionally almost identical to Adobe Captivate. In the years that followed, I used Demo Shield to write, design, and produce at least a dozen multimedia demos and e-learning for companies throughout the US, the UK, and Western Europe. The next screen shows some of these demos. Biotech giant Amgen Corporation uses this training tutorial to give new hires an overview of Amgen's supply quality management department. This group at Amgen inspects and certifies the quality, purity, and integrity of all supplies and materials the company uses to manufacture pharmaceuticals. I created this lesson using Adobe Captivate and PaintShop Pro. The client gave me unlimited access to Amgen's photo archives. I announced, recorded, and edited the voiceover track. I produced this training lesson for Dole Foods Company to introduce employees to a new release of SAP software. This lesson shows the student how to create a user profile. For this instructional design project at Southern California Edison, I wrote and produced web-based training with voiceover narration using Adobe Captivate. My assignment was to teach Edison employees how to use the Business Need Dashboard, one of the modules of the company's SAP computer system. The dashboard was an online forum that enabled employees to submit creative suggestions for making Edison's business more efficient. I announced, recorded, and edited the voiceover narration. Input One is a comprehensive software system that insurance companies and agents use to calculate policy premiums, generate monthly billing, and perform additional database services for sales contacts and customer communication. I wrote the content, created the graphics in PaintShop Pro, and programmed this online help system using Flare, an XML-based help authoring tool from Madcap Software. My first job after graduate school was on Madison Avenue, where I worked with Mad Men to produce TV, radio, and print advertising for major national consumer brands such as Chrysler, Revlon, and Jell-O. But my favorite was a pro bono assignment doing the national recruitment advertising for the Peace Corps. This poster was added to the poster collection at the Smithsonian Museum of American Art.